Welcome to TMZ Live. So James Comey has surrendered on charges that he was putting out the word "kill Donald Trump" by putting those seashells on his Instagram that showed 8647, which Donald Trump and the Justice Department say is a call for Donald Trump's death.
Yeah, the problem with this, now you remember this is now the second time that the former FBI director has been indicted, but there could be a major flaw in this case.
And you have to go
for
back,
the DOJ.
You have to go back a year, because the person who Donald Trump wanted as Attorney General, the first person last year, was Matt Gaetz, then a congressman from Florida. He withdrew before the confirmation process, but that's who Donald Trump wanted. So the question then becomes, what did 86, what does it mean? And does Matt Gaetz have relevance here? And I think the answer is yes. But let's talk about what 86 means first.
So, look, the Department of Justice says that 86 means to kill someone, to call for violence against someone. More commonly, the way we've heard it, and at least when you look in the dictionary, the definition is to run out of something, to cancel something, or fire someone, get rid of someone. It's a restaurant term that you 86 something on the menu. If you run out of it, you're not serving it anymore, so it's 86.
So you could say that 86 could mean to kill somebody, but there are so many other things that 86 means. And now we go to Matt Gaetz and something he posted in 2023.
Yes, using the term 86. He said, we've now 86'd McCarthy.
That's the
Kevin
former
McCarthy.
That is the former Speaker of the House who was removed.
McDaniel,
who is the former RNC chair who was removed,
and McConnell,
who was the former majority leader of the House, who was also removed. None were killed. All were booted.
And he said better days ahead for the Republican Party. So his point was, party's better because we have fired or removed these people from their jobs. So even the guy who was going to be the Attorney General, that the president wanted to be Attorney General, clearly felt that 86 means removing someone from their job.
So then the question, how are they possibly going to prosecute James Comey for this? You never know what's going to happen in the legal system. This time I know. I don't think this case is ever going before a jury. I think a judge is going to throw this out. You have to show beyond a reasonable doubt that those seashells were a call to
violence,
kill Donald Trump, and there is no way, no how.
I agree with you, and I think this is helpful in building that case. But Matt Gaetz was speaking in the past. He was speaking about people who had been thrown out of office.
He's defining
McCarthy. He's saying
86.
It doesn't mean killing. These people are all alive. It's just we have a brighter future of the Republican Party without 86. them. He defined 86, but that doesn't say that the subjective intent of James Comey when he looked at the seashells wasn't to harm Donald Trump. Now, colloquially, Matt Gaetz did not mean that, but how does that weigh on what James Comey meant when he used the expression? Because if a mafia person says, I got an 86 Harvey, they mean put cement bricks on your legs.
I can answer it. I can answer it. If you just put the words 86, on the sand with seashells, and if it only has one meaning, then maybe. But if it has multiple meanings,
now you've entered doubt.
That's the reasonable doubt. What does it mean?
There's your doubt.
That's the doubt.
So how are you ever
strong enough case, even if
how are you ever going to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt?
This is silly. I mean, you know what it is. It's retribution.
It is obviously weaponizing the Department of Justice.
But which, by the way, in fairness to Donald Trump,
other
they did it against him as well,
without question. But he also has another arrow in his quiver. There was a conservative activist who put 8646 in 2022 about Joe Biden, and he put it on T-shirts. And this guy Jack Provost. Now, that's on all fours, and he was never prosecuted or investigated for this.
And I think Todd Blanche, the Attorney General, would say, they should have prosecuted him. I wasn't the guy in charge then.
So we got, our guys in D.C. got Troy Nils out, a congressman, a Republican congressman, and even he was, at best, lukewarm on this whole thing.
Comey should be indicted about every other day. Now, whether it's drawing numbers on the beach, if that's kind of weak, maybe not, but James Comey did a disservice to our country by weaponizing that agency to go after Donald Trump.
But specifically about the seashells.
I get it. We are talking about the indictment.
But should he go to jail for the seashells?
No, I don't think you should go to jail for the seashells. James Comey was not good for our country. He weaponized the FBI. I think he's garbage.
Right.
He's garbage.
Right.
And now if it's payback, maybe, I don't know.
Payback's not a legal thing.
Listen, I just told you that I don't necessarily think that it's a strong indictment. We could indict him for other things. He's not a good guy. He weaponized the agency to go after his political adversaries, his political foes, and it's just wrong.
And that may be true, but that
they did
doesn't
try
mean...
indicting him for other things, and that
failed.
got tossed out last fall.
And Comey says, look, they'll probably try it a third time if this doesn't work.
So now, a guy with a stogie saying 86 someone, that's scary. That could be a context in which 86 and someone is scary.
Terrified by cigars?
I
love that conversation. See, what Charlie's doing is he's not interviewing people. He's having conversations with people, and it's different. And those are two hugely different things. I'm sorry for crowing about Charlie and Jacob and Jackson, but they're doing great.
And not getting hit by cars while moving. It's no easy task.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, my name is Daniel, and I'm from Texas. During Biden's presidency, MAGA called so many people snowflakes for being offended by what they said, but now we've seen them completely flip on that opinion. I don't see what Comey did as a threat or a credible, threat of violence towards Trump. To me, it's just nothing more than a petty attempt at going after Trump's enemies, but more importantly, going after free speech on the internet. If what Comey did was illegal and wrong, then I think there's a lot more cases to be built against Trump.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is, if this were to succeed, start combing through Twitter and any other social media platform, and you will find a lot more people you could prosecute. By the way, what they've actually done, the Department of Justice now, is open themselves up to a vindictive prosecution, right?
Oh,
I mean, in fact, Comey said in the hearing today...
They're raising it. They're going to raise it. And it could be thrown out just on that ground alone. But now they've got that, and they've got this ridiculous 86 thing.
Right. Well, they were laughing at first, but I think people have got to start taking... This sounds weird to say, but take Spencer Pratt seriously as a politician, as a candidate for mayor of Los Angeles. Everyone thought that a guy from the hills and who had a good bone to pick with the city over the fires.
He lost his house.
Lost his house, and we knew that he was upset about that. And everybody felt bad for Spencer and Heidi and what they and millions of other people have had to go through and continue to go through. But is he actually fit to be mayor? It turns out a lot of people in this city think so, because they are giving money, a lot of money to him, to his campaign, including, and I think in this city, this makes a big deal. This is a big deal because everyone knows that LA loves the Lakers. And Jeannie Buss has thrown the most amount of money that she can to the campaign.
Which is $1,800.
$1,800.
Now, there's a story behind this. Mm-hmm. I know the story. And the story is that she has known Spencer since he was a kid because Spencer's dad is a dentist.
Very successful dentist in LA.
Jeannie is a patient of Spencer's dad, and she likes him.
Right.
So, this is, hey, I'm going to give this money to somebody I like. I'm going to say a couple of things. Number one, Spencer actually has a new ad out, his first ad. And it's a good advertisement. It really is. I mean, he's at the mayor's mansion there saying, look how nice the mayor's mansion is. And then he says, look where everybody else lives. And then he says, look where I live. And then he shows this, the trailer that Heidi, and their two kids are staying in because he can't rebuild his house. So it's a very effective ad. And he has name recognition. And a lot of people don't like our current mayor, Karen Bass.
Right.
That all said, I'm going to make a confession. We got about 200 people at TMZ. It is a nightmare to run an organization with 200 people.
I didn't know where this confession was going. I was actually a little sad. I was like, huh?
There are always problems, and it's a very difficult thing. It just is. Doesn't mean I don't like people. It means it's just really hard to run.
Can we get back to the mayor's race?
And I am. There are
sounds like you're just having personal grievances.
And thousands of people who work for the city of Los Angeles. There are scores of departments. Somebody who has had no experience, and really Karen Bass was the same way. She was a congresswoman. Then all of a sudden, run a city.
Right.
And it's like...
And by the way, run the city in a time of crisis.
Right.
Like
so
we had during the
sounds
fires.
like you're not believing in Spencer Pratt.
What I'm
Just saying that he suffers from, as a candidate for mayor, suffers from a lot of the same things that Karen Bass did in coming into this job. And we know how a lot of people feel
They're not
about...
administrators.
Right. Right.
But he has, I mean, the donations, I don't know if that speaks for who's going to win, but he's raised $540K. Karen Bass has raised around $500.
No, it's
so
true.
he's raised more money than Karen Bass.
His campaign ad is really good. He's got this campaign ad is really good. All I'm saying is, it's like, you know, there was a guy here, Rick Caruso, who ran last time. And he has a lot of that experience, but he just didn't run again. He was thinking about it, but he didn't.
But don't you think a big reason Donald Trump won was because people wanted something different? And so I think Spencer Pratt is something different.
I think you're right.
Spencer
Those numbers
Pratt has I think he has a chance.
I think the numbers that you just mentioned show he not only has a chance in that people, as you said, the same thing with President Trump the first time he ran. It was like something different.
Hey, Spencer, running a big organization is a nightmare.
Hey, I'm Riley from Sydney, and guys, have we learnt nothing from voting in unqualified, narcissistic reality stars? Skills are required for this kind of position. It's rare and it takes a lot of discernment and strength and productivity, and I just do not see that in Pratt. And his ad is so manipulative. Like, when he gets his house back, is he going to stop caring?
Well,
I don't know that that's fair to say that he's going to stop caring. I just think...
And all political ads are manipulative by the very nature of what they're...
Administrative skill is not a sexy thing to talk about, but it's so important, and we just discard it.
Coming up, what is the deal with Kris Jenner's face?
The headline right now is that I hate my facelift, and I'm really I'm furious at my doctor. It's a flat out lie. I love my facelift.
Be right back. What is the deal with Kris Jenner's face? I mean, is it sliding?
Oh my God.
Is it not sliding?
God. No, you just figured out a show.
What's up with Kris Jenner's face? Today, our contestants, look, there's a lot of talk. Look, let's say this.
Oh my God.
Kris Jenner's face has been celebrated for almost a year, where people were raving about this facelift she got.
And a plastic surgeon, they're saying he is an artist.
Right, and everyone wanted to get the Kris Jenner facelift, but they couldn't afford it.
So she's going to one of these day spas, and somebody takes a picture of her, and I'm assuming she didn't have much makeup on. And all of a sudden, people online are saying, "Ooh, the facelift is slipping."
That it's slipping. That actually, that photo, the most recent photo, just added fuel to the fire. Something that really started on Oscar night. There were people who were picking apart her look at the Vanity Fair party. Then there was conversation about the lighting there, and that the background wasn't, flattering for most of the guests. So, what's the real deal? Well, now we're going to hear it straight from that face. Kris Jenner herself addressed this. She went on a podcast. I don't know how they booked her on this podcast. Oh, that's right. Chloe, her daughter, is the host. And she addressed it head on. Can we say that?
This headline about my facelift, which is really, truly driving me crazy.
Which part? And what's the headline?
Well, the headline right now is that I hate my facelift. And I'm really I'm furious at my doctor, Stephen Levine, which couldn't be further from the truth. It's a flat out lie. I love my facelift. I adore my doctor. I can take what people say. I have pretty thick skin, and I don't really need to talk about, this issue at all, except for the fact that it really does. Someone else is involved, and I love him. And I think he's a genius. And I think he's one of the most talented doctors I've ever been to.
Sleep with him already.
No.
I'm sorry, is Corey not watching this?
I know, but here's
she's just like, I'll sleep with him.
She's
what the hell, Chloe?
She's
kidding.
She looks great. I mean, number one, she
looked great there.
Yeah, if you look at her in the video, she looks
she
so
just
good.
looked fantastic.
But here's the thing, she is 70 years old. We keep forgetting that. We think of the Kardashians as being like ageless, you know, they just are vampires and never age.
It's all right. I mean, you really hurled that like that. You know, you got to be careful.
But
Choose your words.
like, even with a facelift, it's not going to be perfect because of her age. She's young. She's still young, Harvey.
Yeah. Anyway, she really does look great.
She looks great.
It made a huge difference. It just did.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think what she's doing is when people start saying this, they're thinking, oh, this plastic surgeon is all smoke and mirrors and that it really doesn't work. And she's kind of sticking up for him.
Well, the fact of the matter is she is, whether she wanted it this way or not, has become a walking billboard for Dr.
Who's
Levine.
charging, by the way, over $400,000 for these facelifts.
Yeah, and if you guys remember when Kris Jenner was first getting praised for her facelift, we reached out to the doctor and he said he was like so booked up. Everyone was calling, wanting to make appointments and consultations. So this is great for business. But now it's kind of taken a turn because he's getting a lot of hate.
The one thing she didn't say, and I can't tell, because maybe it is lighting, maybe it is it actually slipping?
I mean, in this video, it doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it there. At the Oscar night?
But here's the
maybe?
thing. I think lighting and makeup
definitely
make
plays a
huge
part.
differences. And depending on the picture, it's going to look different, right?
Yes.
It's just going to look different. I mean, there she looks like Lauren Sanchez.
Oh.
I'm Kayla. I'm from South Florida. And personally, I think Kris looks great. And if she trusts her doctor that much, then maybe we should too. Obviously, the proof is in the pudding. And she looks amazing on the podcast.
Yeah, she looked great.
You said she looked like Lauren Sanchez now. What did you mean?
I just think she had the Lauren Sanchez vibe with the hair and the thing and the this and the that. You see what I'm saying?
But you approve? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Oh, okay. All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking. West Wilson has been in the headlines for his love life, but now his family is in the middle of a tragic bit of drama, a very real-life drama that has nothing to do with Summer House.
But the only connection is that this tragedy went down the night that they were filming the reunion.
The reunion last week.
So we've actually clarified it. It's the night before they filmed the reunion. So they
filmed the reunion
but he went into the
Thursday?
reunion not knowing this had happened.
And what had happened?
So the understanding from court documents is that the cousin, West's cousin, got into some kind of fight with West's step-grandmother.
Who was also the cousin's step-grandmother?
Correct. And he opened fire. He killed her with a gun. They got in some kind of fight over chores. So whether she was asking him to complete chores around the house, this is what law enforcement is claiming.
So he's arrested?
He was arrested. The day West was on set in New York filming the Summer House reunion was when the cousin was arrested and charged with murder.
First degree murder.
He had no idea.
Correct. Our understanding from at least two people that we've spoken to as of now is that West didn't find out about it until the night after the reunion finished filming.
Wow.
So he did the reunion in the dark, not knowing.
Completely no idea.
So we reached out to
in
West,
Missouri. This is happened in Missouri. Obviously, the taping was in New York.
Have not heard back from West. So I just want to be clear because I'm having trouble like with family trees. That
the step-grandmother is...
The step-grandmother is the step-grandmother of both West and the cousin.
The cousin.
I'm having trouble with that family
It's the
tree.
step thing.
So it's on his dad. It's on his dad's side.
Okay.
Right? Cousins would have the same grandmother. It's the step
I
part
guess that's right.
Yes. It's the step part that's
Got
going
it. I
to
finally figured it out. I got it. But anyway, so he is in custody right now, charged with first-degree murder. I know.
Hi, I'm Araya from Virginia, and to find out that your grandmother passed away in such a tragic incident, all too much have we seen this recently here in the media and in the recent past with other situations that it's just an unfortunate situation. Mental health is very serious right now.
Yeah, we don't have, still working to get more details about what exactly happened with the grandmother and what led to this, but no matter what it is, you're right, an unspeakable tragedy.
Coming up.
I'm gonna need a calculator for this segment because I don't.
You need a lie detector for this segment.
Well, the lie detector says, Ray J, it is blaring at what Ray J claimed when he went on Cam Newton's podcast, and they were talking about body count.
Be right back.
TMZ's got every freaking thing. Big celebs, big stories, big events.
BB Rexa was looking hot on vacation.
Look at the water, too. Did you just say, look at the water?
I mean, I'll be honest, that is what I was looking at. All right, I'm gonna need a calculator for this segment because I don't.
You need a lie detector for this segment.
Well, the lie detector says Ray J. It is blaring at what Ray J. claimed when he went on Cam Newton's podcast, and they were talking about body count, talking about how many people they had slept with. Cam Newton, like I think everyone who sees this conversation, does not believe this outrageous number that Ray J is throwing out there.
He makes Will Chamberlain look Amish.
Ray J is how old?
45.
45. All right. So keep that in mind. And here is what he had to say about the number of people he has slept with.
So we did a celebration, booby trap, celebrated my 10,000.
You're talking about different partners.
10,000. I think, yeah, a little bit more now. It's at like 12.5 now.
You know that what the average is?
What the average what?
Like, you're 45, no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can only 1,000 more bitches. I can't do any more.
That's sleeping with a little over 1.5 women a day for 30 years.
Yeah, the math is different because when we're on tour, we're thinking 5 to 10 a day.
A day, bro.
A day, so you're scaling it.
Okay, Cam Newton.
You're scaling it.
Cam Newton, just the fact that he's not just saying, you're full of it, Ray J, is shocking. But he was doubtful. I mean, come on.
There's just, look, is there any doubt that...
No.
Is there any doubt that an entertainer, especially musicians and or athletes, living on the road, that their number is going to be considerably bigger than the average. That I get. But this does not work.
I literally just got off the phone with him, and my question was, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
Let's say it's 13.
He said he was 9.
Okay.
Or 10. He said 9 or 10. He said 9 or 10.
Okay, but you still
35 years.
But even if you're 9 or 10, it's not like he's finding people every day at 9.
Let's say, all right.
One a day.
At 10.
Let's say it was 10.
Scale it back from 12,000. Let's say maybe it's 10,000.
10,000.
Even 10,000.
No, it's ridiculous.
Over 35 years.
It's doable.
Is not doable.
10,000 women over 35 years for a person is 1,000% doable. It's less than 365 women a day.
What?
There's 365 days in a year. That means that it's...
You're doing the math wrong. It's 285 a year.
Can we get back to the lie
there's
detector test for
365
just a
days in a
minute,
year, so
please?
there's a whole bunch of days in the year he's not having sex.
This is ridiculous.
That's if he did...
Why are we believing this? Why are we even talking
Because
about this?
you believe Will Chamberlain.
What did Will Chamberlain?
20,000.
number was 20,000.
So he doesn't make Will look Amish.
Also, by the way, no one believed that number either.
No one believed that either.
Right.
But it's we just did the math. It's doable. 285 women a year for 35 years means that there's over 100 days he's not smashing. Go to Skype.
Shanteria, Houston, Texas. Ray J has definitely been on a roll since this year has started with his exuberant claims, but this one definitely takes the cake. And I say that because this is not hard for me to believe. Like, this is Ray J we're talking about. He has been on Moesha since 99. He has One Wish. He's been a part of Zeus Network. He's been a part of the Bad Girls Club. He is Brandy's little brother. He's had dealings with Kim Kardashian. And all of that access alone makes me feel like he's probably not lying about the amount of women.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If he was on Moesha since 1999, that only counts as one.
What are you? Delete.
What in the... So Dr. Dre raised a lot of eyebrows this week here in Los Angeles because he stepped out to Nobu and he was with, it appears to be, a new girlfriend.
Wow.
I mean, based on the way they're holding hands, interlocked fingers like that, it
definitely.
seems... Yes,
Woo,
now,
good for Dre.
Fans of the reality show The Valley may recognize her. That is Michelle, of course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, Now, Michelle has had her own relationship issues on the Valley. In fact, she has an ex-husband, Jesse. Well, guess who we ran into yesterday?
I bet Jesse.
And everybody was wondering, while everyone was sort of like, wow, how does Dr. Dre end up with Michelle? You wouldn't think that he would run in the same circles. Well, we asked Jesse about it.
I'm actually very interested.
I am too, because I would think that Jesse has some intel here.
When you saw the photos of Michelle and Dr. Dre holding hands, what went through your mind first?
I mean, look, Michelle's divorced and she's single, and whatever makes her happy is cool.
Did she give you the heads up, though? That she would do? No?
I did not get a heads up, and yeah, it was, I saw it on social media, same way as everybody else. Didn't see that one coming.
Okay, so last question. Did Michelle ever mention Dr. Dre while the two of you were together?
No, Michelle, I don't even think she ever listened to rap music, so dating Dr. Dre, good for her.
I don't think they talk, by the way.
No, it does not
sound like
they talk.
They're definitely not friendly.
How interesting. Do we know how long they've been going out?
We don't, but sources told us that Michelle met Dre because her best friend is dating Dre's best friend.
Oh,
yes.
so sort of like, hey, bring a friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
She also sells
And-
like mega mansions, so she does run in some pretty intense circles.
She what?
She sells huge
mansions, a real-
mansions. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
she's a big deal.
Okay, now I get. In the
Yeah.
valley
Yeah.
or in the city?
Both. Yeah.
I'm not saying, don't bait me, do not bait me. Nope. You know
God.
exactly where your mind was going.
Coming up.
President Trump put his foot in mouth. At least that's how Jimmy Kimmel sees it.
I don't see how you see it differently.
Be right back.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Oh, President Trump put his foot in mouth. At least that's how Jimmy Kimmel sees it.
I don't see how you see it differently.
Well, so, obviously you know that the president and the first lady have demanded that ABC fire Jimmy Kimmel over the joke he made.
Calling
last week.
Melania an expectant widow. This was a couple of days before the White House Correspondents' Dinner where there was a shooting.
Right, and Jimmy Kimmel has said that, look, that was a joke about the age difference between the president and the first lady, and that he's later in life, and that he's going to pass away at some point. That was it. So,
The next
last night,
day.
the
So
very
that
next
literally
day,
the next day. They said that on Monday. They wanted him fired.
the next day
Tuesday.
when King Charles is at the White House
with Queen Camilla.
With Queen Camilla, the president was addressing them and made a comment that's very clearly about his age, and Jimmy Kimmel hopped right on it last night.
Trump was very excited about hosting the king, and a lot of it is because Trump's mom was a great fan of the royal family.
My wonderful mother, Mary McLeod. She came to America at 19, met my incredible father. We loved him so much. We all loved him. We loved her. We loved him, Fred, and they were married for 63 years. And excuse me if you don't mind. That's a record we won't be able to match, darling. I'm sorry. Just not going to work out that way.
Wait a minute. Did he just make a joke about his death?
I mean,
yeah, that's exactly the same thing.
I have a theory.
You think they did that to Yetsim?
I knew Donald Trump for a long time before he became president. He's a funny guy.
Right.
He just is a funny guy. And I think that part of this, which just seems outrageous, is he knows what he's doing. He knew what he was doing. I don't think this was just, oh my God, I just said that. I think he knows what he's doing.
But it was definitely an ad lib, right? So that was not something that
was a total ad lib.
It was an ad lib.
But he
was it in his head because he was thinking about the, and so he made the same.
I just don't understand how you guys can't see how this is completely different. One, the joke that Jimmy Kimmel made, it's not clear. I know you guys think it is. It's not clear that it was about age. He said nothing about age.
Can I just
All
say,
he said,
you got to give Jimmy Kimmel this. He has said over and over and over how much he abhors gun violence and violence.
Sure.
So he's been really clear on that.
Yes.
He has never intimated a joke like that. And I think you gotta at least look
I don't
at his...
think I don't think he's asked for people to kill Donald Trump. I agree with you on that.
So then it makes more sense that it was a joke.
About age.
So let's just take it at that.
I mean, look, it's not a joke about age. First of all, it's a joke about Melania being happy that her husband dies. So let's just agree to that. First of all, okay. So it's not about his age.
Okay, I think that's fair.
That's fair. Get to what the president said.
It might have been about age. My point is that there are people out there that are hearing these things and they take action. Nobody out there is going to listen to what Donald Trump said with King Charles and say, okay, he wants me to kill him. That's not what anyone is going to interpret that as.
I get it. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's
that's my whole point.
Here's my fundamental problem with this.
I don't want to silence people. I don't want to.
I know, but in 2024, Donald Trump posts a video of Joe Biden hogtied in the back of a pickup truck.
That was not right.
When Joe Biden was president.
That wasn't right. He shouldn't have done that.
But it's sort of like...
But nobody's trying to kill Joe Biden. Joe Biden was an irrelevant president. Nobody cares about Joe Biden.
But you agree that
he's been forgotten about.
So you're saying because nobody actually hogtied Joe Biden, then it's fine?
Because like the right or not, there are not people out there who are acting in violent... I know. January 6th. I know. I'll do it safe for you.
You cannot.
There have been three assassination attempts on Donald Trump's life in the last 20 months.
I understand that. And I get it. And it's abhorrent.
Oh, no, I know. But can we stop trying to kill the guy?
Can we not put crap like that up?
Yeah, I agree with you. He should not have posted that. I'm with you.
So Nick Reiner's preliminary hearing in the murders of Rob and Michelle Reiner, it was supposed to happen this week. It has now been delayed until September 15th. What they said in court today was Nick's lawyer, a public defender, needs time to review documents. This is a long, long time. Remember, the murders were mid-December, and so it's almost a year before the prelim. And also, the autopsy report has not been completed yet.
Which is obviously going to be critical for the case on both sides. And without that, you understand why it would be delayed, but I can't understand why I don't understand September.
I don't understand the autopsy report, and I'll tell you why. It is, look, we're not going to get into how brutal it was, but it was unspeakably brutal. And there's no issue how they died. There's no issue there. It's just how badly they were butchered. And that's simply the case. I hate to say it that way, but it's true. And so it surprises me. It's not like the case of Celeste Rivas, where it was hard to figure out the cause of death.
Sure.
The cause of death here is abundantly clear. Right. And, whether, one slash did it versus another, yeah, they have to do that, I suppose. But it's very clear where it leads. And it just surprises me that it's been this long.
But I would imagine that certainly the ME's office and the prosecutors want to make sure that they have every single detail.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
So I can understand some delay, but it is April. The September delay is what I don't get.
And
if they said it was next month, that makes sense.
The only thing I can think of, and this is what his first lawyer was going to do, which is plead him not guilty by reason of insanity, and that takes a lot of work to get experts to kind of evaluate him, because I don't see how they're going to say not guilty, and that just doesn't make any sense given everything that happened here.
But maybe in some way the detail of the, as you said, hate to say it this way, but the detail of that brutality, they are going to use as evidence of his insanity.
Well, that goes right? And that goes to
so maybe they want every single detail of, like you said, it's not in question how they died, but you want the detail of everything that he allegedly did.
They could pretty quickly establish how many times they were stabbed.
Right.
It's which one ultimately killed them. I get it, but it just leads to one person. And that's why I really think this ultimately is not guilty by reason of insanity.
Coming up.
Congress takes a break on Monday for a week. This is after their 2-week Easter break. We got Lindsey Graham out today. Charlie got Lindsey. And, the picture that everybody talked about that we got was Lindsey Graham at Disney World with the bubble wand.
Could I ask just where is that bubble wand now?
Be right back.
Okay, Congress takes a break on Monday for a week. For a week. This is after their 2-week Easter break. They had a 4-day weekend last weekend.
They literally got back, what, 2 weeks ago?
They got back 2 weeks ago. They had a 4-day weekend, a 4-day week last week and this week.
Right.
And now next week, they're off all week. So.
Good work if you can get it.
We got Lindsey Graham out today. Charlie got Lindsey. And, you know, the picture that everybody talked about that we got was Lindsey Graham at Disney World with the bubble wand. And he was really gracious. I got to say, he was very gracious. He talked to Charlie, and he made a point about that contraption.
I was just wondering, have you got any plans for next week? Obviously, Congress is off.
Campaigning.
A lot of campaigning?
In South Carolina.
Because I know last...
You're welcome to join us.
Oh, I'm good. I'll be around DC. Because I know last break, we saw you at Disney World.
Yeah.
Are there any plans for Disney World this break?
No, not going to go to Disney World this time. Going to go campaign at home. Enjoy Disney World, but you got to work and try to have a life too. So
that's
next
true.
week will be a good trip around South Carolina.
Could I ask just where is that bubble wand now at this point in time? Where is it?
You know, I don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't buy it for me.
Who'd you buy it for?
For a friend's girl.
That's very nice of you, man. Did you understand all of the attention about the bubble wand type thing, or did you didn't understand it?
I don't really worry about stuff like that. I just try to live my life the best I can.
You know, he was very gracious.
You know, the senator, yes, exactly. He was very, very gracious.
He was very gracious and friendly to Charlie.
By the way, I totally get if you're there with friends and they've got a kid, yeah, of course you would buy something for the kid.
Yeah.
I get that. And in fact, when we got that photo, the person who took it said said there was a friend's daughter that was with them, and so it makes sense.
So we have
an explanation for the bubble wand.
The bubble wand, the caper is over. Now, next week, send us the pictures.
So
I'm serious.
I mean, this is ridiculous. But I honestly don't, these are scheduled breaks. We already know that this is going to be. It just feels more ridiculous because again, they are going to be going on break again, and they still have not figured out the DHS situation.
The DHS situation is dire right now, and there are people who are not going to get paid. DHS covers everything. It covers Secret Service. Well, I think that's Treasury, actually, although I think it's both. But it
Secret
covers
Service
it covers TSA.
Treasury,
it covers TSA. It covers
even though
Coast
TSA
Guard.
officers are being paid now. That deal is going to run out soon.
I know. So
because that was a temporary fix.
I'm sorry, Charles, but yeah, send us pictures. They should be in Washington.
Dane Drebin from Gig Harbor, Washington. Thank you guys for holding these people accountable is all I can say, because Lindsey Graham needs to stop worrying about the bubble wand and worry about re-election. He's got a lot bigger problems on his hands coming up, and it's not looking good for him. The poll numbers are not in his favor, so he needs to explain to people not about the bubble wand, but why we should keep paying him to be doing what he's doing, because it's coming up and he's up for renewal, and it's not a given that he's going to win that race.
Well, he said that he was going back to South Carolina to campaign.
Yeah.
So we will see. But again, you know, if they're vacationing when all these workers are now either threatened to work without pay or not getting paid, let's do it again. Let's have a redo of these pictures.
Coming up.
People complaining about the cost of living is nothing new. But for Simone Biles, the cost of living is slightly different from what the average person is going through. But she is complaining.
I just need to know if this is normal.
Be right back.
People complaining about the cost of living is nothing new. But for Simone Biles, the cost of living is slightly different from what the average person is going through. But she is complaining.
You put on a dress that costs more than $20,000.
Yeah. Well, yes, of course, the dress, but she's also complaining about all the other things that came with
accoutrement.
Yes, the accoutrement, if you will, en français. But this is Simone's gripe. I don't know how you say gripe in French.
I do not either.
I just recently had a red carpet event with the stylist fee, hair and makeup team. My grand total, $22,000. Actually, 23. And I get inflation. Like, I get prices these days have gone up. But if that's the new norm, y'all can have it. Y'all will never see me at another event. I'm gonna stay my ass right here. And by the way, my intention for this video isn't so that you guys can go bash people or whatever the case is. There's no ill intent. I just need to know if this is normal.
This celebrity life is not for Simone. She is not down with, what all the expenses that come with going to these events.
I got questions about this. Number one, I thought that people as famous as Simone Biles,
that they get stuff for free.
Yeah, that I thought they would get dresses for free and jewelry,
what?
Jewelry on loan.
It's either one way or it's a complete opposite. Yeah, usually, if you have some kind of deal like, oh, I'll mention I'm wearing, this kind of jewelry on the red carpet, then they'll let you use it for free. But, there's also people that they're like, oh no, I'm charging full amount. This is Simone Biles. I have to fly out for this. I have to fly out for a fitting. I have to fly home. I have to come back. I have to style her. It's more involved.
Where was the event Where was the event? Was it overseas?
I'm actually not sure.
She didn't reveal what it was, but if if there's travel involved, you have to pay for the makeup team. You have to pay for the hair people. It's not just about the dress. It's not just about.
That's what they got to do.
Well,
I got the business. I got the business.
Are you going to solve this?
Yes. You do a Target type
red
red carpet. No, because they have knockoffs that kind of look as good.
Yeah.
So you do fake jewelry, knockoffs, do your own makeup with they do in the commercials and whatnot, and you can do it for $1,500. And I'm serious. There would be a huge market for that.
That sounds like $200 right there. That does not sound like $1,500.
Hi, this is Ashley from Cleveland. So I was actually very shocked when I saw a $23,000 glam bill. I mean, this is Simone Biles, okay? She's the most decorated gymnast in history. She has 30 medals. She's a world champion. So I think this may be a good old-fashioned case of celebrity tax, okay? Where she's being charged for being Simone Biles.
Oh, that's a good
and not
point.
the actual cost or value of the service.
Coming up.
I don't think there's any doubt anymore that Gavin Newsom is going to run for president. I know he keeps the California governor keeps saying he hasn't decided, but
he's running.
Because once again, he is trolling Donald Trump.
Be right back.
I don't think there's any doubt anymore that Gavin Newsom is going to run for president. I know he keeps the California governor keeps saying he hasn't decided, but
he's running.
Because once again, he is trolling Donald Trump for something that we told you about yesterday, that the president's image will now be on a limited number of U.S. passports issued over the next few months to celebrate the 250th birthday of America. So if you went to Gavin Newsom's social media, you might have seen this image. The new California state driver's license. With his image, he's going to keep jabbing at President Trump because...
He's carved out a lane. I got to say, he has carved out a lane. We will see if it works, but he's down.
I mean, the one thing the problem he has is Trump is not the person he's going to be running against. But this does raise his profile nationally.
We will see you tomorrow.